Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is extra exciting because one, I have a new setup which is really cute, and two, I haven't got roots anymore. Can we get a clap for Amy? I did it. I went and got them done. It was about time. It was well overdue. I had a little trim and I'm feeling fresh. So today's video is going to be a wearable prom makeup look, because I don't know what colour dresses everyone's going for this year, so I thought I'd just do something really neutral and glam and just what I would want to prom if I could go back like 10 years. So anyway, if you want to see how I created this makeup look, then please keep watching. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in. I've already done my eyebrows off camera and I just used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. I'm going to go in and carve out the brow and set my lid with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Light Sand. So I'm just popping that like a good amount all over the lid. And then taking my Zuva smudger brush, I am going to just pack that in and carve out my brow. And I'm just going to blend that in with my beauty blender. I find that is like the easiest way and quickest way of blending out your eye base. So for my shadows today, I'm going to be using the Violet Voss Holy Grail, and I'm going to go in with the shade Bestie to start with. And I'm going to take this on my Zoeva 221 brush, and I'm going to just take that straight into the crease. So I'm then going to go for my next shade, and I'm going to take Brownie Points, which is this brown here, and I'm going to take that on my Luxe Crease 228 brush. And I'm going to go back in with the shade Bestie and just make sure those edges are blended. So I'm then going to go in with my final shade, and for this I'm going to be using this shade here, which is Teddy Bear, and I'm going to mainly focus this on the outer corner, and then I'm going to slowly start to blend it. I'm going to start to blend it through my crease. So I'm just going to really pack that on and then just start to blend. So once I've done all my shadows, I'm going to cut the crease, and for this I'm just going to take some of the Tarte Shape Tape again, and I'm just going to take that onto the back of my hand. If you watched my Primark haul, you'll know how obsessed I was with this brush for cutting out the crease. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this to cut half my crease out. So I'm using the nice flat end. I'm just going to wipe off any excess from the brush, and I'm just going to pat over that edge just to blend it. And then I'm just going to pat over the concealer as well, just to make sure that's all set nicely. So now for the exciting bit, I'm going to go with my pigment, and I'm going to be using Gatsby from Peaches and Cream. This is like the most amazing, glittery, flattering pigment ever. So I'm going to take that on the same brush, and I'm just going to place on to where I have just carved out. How gorgeous is that? So glittery. It's just so stunning. So I'm now going to blend those two colours together. I'm just going to go in with a bit of Bestie, which was the first shade, and just dab it over that line. And then I'm going to go in with Brownie Points, and then finally with the darkest shade, which was Teddy Bear. So next I'm going to do my winged liner, and I'm going to be using the NYX Vivid Liquid Vinyl Liquid Liner, and I am just going to apply this. So I can't actually talk when I do this, so just bear with me. Okay, so I'm going to go and do this off camera and I will be back. Okay, so to complete the eye look, I'm just going to finish off with my NYX Liquid Crystal Liner, and I'm just going to line where I cut the crease just with the liner, just to give it a crisp edge. and I just realised that you wouldn't have actually seen any of that because my hand was in the way. But it was the thought that counts, right? So I'm just going to wipe that pigment that has fallen off my face. Get rid of any fallout. Okay, so onto the skin. So I'm gonna start by prepping my skin with the Skin Kissed serum. I absolutely love this serum. It's a really good primer as well, as it's really sticky and it's just full of loads of vitamins. So I just rub that in using my hands. Next I'm gonna go in with my all-time favourite YSL All Hours Primer. So I think this will be really good for prom because I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder, like stop, I'm gonna actually fold it down a bit so I can't see myself. So this will be really, really good for prom as it will definitely keep your makeup there. So a little goes a long way with this. So I just mainly put it in my T-zone as that's where I find my makeup kind of starts to slip. And you really just want to massage it in. Pull those ugly faces while you're doing it. Okay, so for my foundation, this may be a little bit dark because I haven't worn it in a while, but I'm going to go in with my Hourglass Pigment Stick. Now this is just an unreal foundation. It is so creamy, so full coverage. It's not matte, it's not drying. I just absolutely love it. And I just think if I was going to prom now, I would want to be wearing this. So I'm just going to apply some swipes to my face. Probably too much because I always get carried away with that. So then you want to take your damp beauty blender and just start to blend that in. So once that's all blended out, I'm going to go back in with my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm going to use this to not only conceal the dark circles, but I'm going to just use it to really brighten my under eye and just highlight underneath like all the areas that I would want to highlight. So I'm just going to apply a small amount and again just blend that with my beauty blender. I so wish I could redo prom. My prom dress was like, I had like the most atrocious prom dress. Like when I think back, that at the time I absolutely loved it, but when I think back I'm like, oh my god, I would have never have chosen that now. Like I always had said I wanted to like a slimline, slinky, silky one with like some jewels on it, and then my mum was like, oh, I really want you to try on like a princess one, like really try it on. So I tried one on and then I like fell in love with it. So this is a really awful picture, but that was, can you even see it? That was my prom dress. So it was like princessy, but it wasn't like proper puffy. But yeah, if I could go back, I don't think I would have that. But I feel like prom dresses these days are just so much nicer. Like everyone just looks so much older than they are. Like when I was like 15, I looked like 12. And I feel like now kids that are like 15, 16 look like older than I do, and I'm like, I just don't understand. I literally look at girls and I'm like, oh my god, I want to be you, and you're like 15. How does that even work? So that might have been a shade too bright. But anyway, we're going to go with it. We're going to bronze up. We're going to make this work. So I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I don't know where my sponge is, so I'm just going to use the other side of my usual beauty blender. I don't normally like to mix my beauty blenders, but I've literally like torn my room apart and I can't find everything, so we're just working with what we got. So I'm just setting everywhere that I would get oily. So I would definitely, if you want your makeup to last, definitely set your face, but you want to make sure that you're not wearing stuff with a lot of SPF in, because you're going to probably be taking a lot of pictures on prom night and you don't want flashback. So I'm just going to dust off all that excess. And of course this look doesn't actually have to be just prom, by the way, guys. Like, you could wear this, like I would wear this out. Now I'm gonna really warm up the face, and I'm gonna use my Urban Decay Beached Bronzer. This is just so gorgeous, and I'm just gonna take that on my BH Cosmetics brush, and I'm just gonna bounce this along my cheekbone and then blend as I go. Give us some life. Such a gorgeous colour, this. And just dust that around my forehead. Do you know what I'm really struggling with at the moment? Is trying to find some sunglasses that suit me. Like, sunglasses are just like the hardest thing to find that like suit my face. I'm stressing out because I go away next week. Going to Marrakesh, woo! Gonna ride some camels. Oh my god, I literally can't wait. It's gonna be mine and Sam's like first proper holiday together, and I just can't wait to spend a whole week with him. So literally looking forward to that. So I'm going to go in with my highlighter, and for this I'm going to use a mixture of my Becca Moonstone and my Amrezy collaboration with Anastasia, just because I do really want this to pop. So I'm going to go in with the Moonstone first and just use a circular motion. I don't even think this highlighter needs like any help. So glowy. My belly's rumbling, so if you hear that, I'm sorry. I'm very hungry right now. Okay, so we're gonna go in with blusher, and we're gonna use California, of course, because it's like the perfect pink. I'm so glad Benefit came out of this because I'm literally obsessed. If there's any other blushes that you guys love, then let me know, because I love blushes so much. I never used to wear it, and I'm like, why? I just think it just completes the look. It just makes you look so much more like alive. I love it. Okay, so I'm now going to highlight my inner corner, and I'm going to be using that same highlighter, and I'm just going to take that on my 227 brush from Zoeva, and I'm just place that right in my inner corner, and I'm going to take that under my eyebrow as well. So I'm going to go and apply my lipstick, and I want to keep a nice nude, so I'm going to go in with my Strip Down liner from MAC and just line my lip. And I'm then going to add my Peach Stock lipstick, which is just my favourite all-time nude. And I love that this is a satin finish as well, so it's not too drying on the lips, because I do always have dry lips. And I'm going to finally top it up with the famous Kiko lip gloss in the shade number 2. Just glossy lips like the best. So I've already stuck my glue on my lashes, and I'm just going to pop these on. So we're just stuck on some really flirty, fluffy, like winged lashes. I think these go perfect with this look. So while they're drying, I'm going to do my under eye eyeshadow, and I'm just going to apply the shade Bestie first of all, and just run that along the bottom of my eye. And then I'm going to apply the darkest shade, which was Teddy Bear. I'm going to focus this on the outer corners. So you obviously can use a smaller brush or not bring it down as far, but I do love a really blown out under eye, so I always do go a little crazy with that. So I'm now going to apply some mascara, and for this I'm going to use my MAC Extended Play. I always find that this completely lengthens my bottom lashes, and just I love the way it looks, and the brush is so like really small, but it's like quite firm, so you can separate all your lashes and they don't go clumpy. And I'm then going to just apply some to my lashes just to blend them with the fake ones. I feel like if you ever wear eyelashes, then this is just like a must. Otherwise you will always be able to see your eyelashes underneath, and I just think it doesn't look as good. So this is my final look for prom. I think that this look is just exactly what I would wear. If I could go back and redo prom, then I think this is exactly how I would wear my makeup. So if you did enjoy this video, then please give it a massive thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you do recreate this look for your prom or just in general, then please tag me in your pictures on Instagram, as I would love to see your recreations. So if you did enjoy this video, then please give it a massive thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.